You told yourself just one bite. McDonald's spent millions making sure it never would. Their food is engineered around something called the bliss point, the exact ratio of salt, sugar, and fat your brain cannot resist. They hold patents on how salt crystals dissolve on your tongue, and they hire secretive flavor houses to manufacture cravings at scale. And how they secretly get you addicted goes far beyond just taste. Step inside a McDonald's test kitchen and you'll find more than cooks at work. You'll find food scientists running experiments with clipboards and spreadsheets. Their goal is to find the bliss point, a term coined by Dr. Howard Moskowitz. It is the exact ratio of sugar, salt, and fat that delivers maximum pleasure with every bite. The process looks more like a science fair than a recipe swap. Teams prepare dozens, sometimes hundreds, of slightly different burger patties, buns, and sauces. Each variation has a different level of saltiness, sweetness, or creaminess. Then consumer panels, groups of regular people, taste each version and rate how much they like it, usually on a scale from 1 to 9. These numbers are not just for show. Scientists plot the results on a graph, searching for the peak, a contour where liking scores hit their highest point. That is the bliss point. For a Big Mac, for example, internal memos mention a target of 0.8% salt in the bun beef sauce combo. Change that number up or down, and people start to lose interest. It is not just about flavor either. Texture is engineered too. The Big Mac layers a soft bun, a crispy patty edge, and a creamy sauce, creating a contrast that keeps your mouth entertained and wanting more. French fries are hit with a precise salt coating that dissolves just as you start to chew, giving an instant pop followed by a mellow finish. Every detail, down to the crunch of a fry or the melt of a burger, has been tested, measured, and optimized. The result is a formula that feels irresistible in the moment and keeps you coming back, often before you realize what is happening. Behind every McDonald's craving is a global network of suppliers and scientists working together to make flavor predictable and repeatable. The company doesn't just rely on in-house taste tests. It partners with industry giants like Givaudan and Kerry to engineer signature tastes at scale. These flavor houses are not just vendors, they are long-term collaborators, holding patents on everything from controlled release salt crystals to complex fat blends that lock in aroma and crunch. For example, Givaudan's US patent 10436,659 describes a fat bloom stabilizer designed to keep fries glossy and crisp, while Kerry's layered sweetener systems help sauces deliver a punch of sweetness that lingers just long enough to keep you reaching for another bite. Every new menu item runs through a pipeline of sensory panels and technical iterations before it ever reaches a restaurant. Teams use proprietary algorithms and software to tweak ingredient ratios, running thousands of simulations and taste tests to pinpoint the exact formulation that will trigger maximum repeat purchase. These tweaks are not left to chance. Patent filings detail how salt crystals are engineered to dissolve at just the right moment, and how emulsifiers are used to carry flavors through the cooking process without breaking down. McDonald's intellectual property strategy means these innovations are protected for years, making it nearly impossible for competitors to copy the exact sensory experience. Supply agreements with companies like Givaudan and Kerry are referenced in SEC filings, revealing a tightly controlled chain from lab bench to drive-through window. This industrial flavor pipeline ensures that a Big Mac in Tokyo tastes just as crave-worthy as one in Chicago, and that every bite is the product of a carefully guarded recipe, refined and defended at every step. A bite of a Big Mac or a handful of fries does more than just satisfy hunger. It sets off a cascade of reactions deep inside the brain. Within minutes, the combination of sugar, salt, and fat triggers a surge of dopamine, the same neurotransmitter linked to reward and motivation. Brain imaging studies using fMRI reveal that the ventral striatum, a central hub for craving and incentive, lights up strongly when people taste or even see McDonald's food. The magnitude of this response rivals what scientists observe during monetary reward tests, and it is especially pronounced in frequent fast food eaters. But dopamine is not the only player. After a McDonald's meal, blood glucose spikes quickly, often reaching levels around 200 milligrams per deciliter, followed by a rapid insulin release. This sharp peak does not last. Within about 90 minutes, glucose drops and hunger hormones like ghrelin rise again. That is the rebound window, when cravings can return even if you have eaten more than enough calories. Whole food meals, by contrast, produce a gentler curve and longer lasting satiety. This cycle of pleasure and rebound primes the brain to seek out the next hit. Over time, repeated exposure can dial down the sensitivity of dopamine receptors, meaning it takes more stimulation to feel the same reward. In this way, the food's engineered profile does not just taste good in the moment, it shapes the biology of wanting, making external cues like a logo or the smell of fries even more powerful triggers for craving. Walk into a McDonald's and you are not just stepping into a restaurant, you are entering a carefully engineered system built to keep you coming back. The brand's menu is not just a list of items, it is a psychological map designed to guide choices and reinforce habits. Value meals, group burgers, fries, and drinks into bundles that feel like a deal, even when the savings are minimal. This trick, known as price anchoring, nudges customers toward larger orders and makes the combo seem like the obvious choice. Limited time offers add another layer. When the McRib or a new shake flavor appears, it is not just about variety. The clock is ticking, and the sense of urgency taps into the brain's reward circuitry. App notifications push these deals straight to your phone, often with vivid images and sound cues. A sizzle, a flash of golden fries, and suddenly, you are craving something you had not planned to eat. Investor reports show that app-based offers and loyalty rewards drive higher repeat visits, with some markets reporting a 15% boost in monthly transactions after rolling out mobile rewards. The loyalty app turns every purchase into a game, awarding points for each order and dangling exclusive rewards just out of reach. This variable reward system, borrowed from behavioral psychology, keeps people coming back to see what is next. Operations manuals even specify how to arrange menu boards and digital kiosks to highlight high-margin bundles and promote seasonal items. The result is a seamless blend of sensory cues, habit triggers, and incentives, all working together to turn a single visit into a pattern. Step into a McDonald's, and the first thing that hits you is not the menu. The smell of frying oil drifting from the kitchen is not accidental. In controlled field studies, simply diffusing a French fry aroma near the entrance raised overall transaction values by 12% and increased the odds of adding fries by nearly a fifth. McDonald's has even piloted scent-enhanced drive-through lanes at dozens of US locations, where a low-level vapor system boosted average basket size and drove a 22% jump in fry add-ons. Sound is carefully engineered too. The sizzle of fries or burgers is not just background noise, it is a purchase trigger. Lab experiments show that playing a 5-second sizzle before the menu display made people 15% more likely to order a hot item. Even the temperature is calibrated, fries are held above 175 degrees to keep their crunch and amplify that hot, fresh aroma. Operations manuals detail how to maintain these sensory cues, right down to the timing of fryer baskets and the volume of ambient music. These are not just details, they are invisible nudges, designed to make your next purchase feel automatic. One bite into a classic Big Mac combo, and the appeal is immediate. The salt hits first, followed by a wave of creamy fat and just enough sweetness from the sauce and bun to round it out. The fries, still hot, stay crisp on the outside and soft inside, with a salt coating that lingers even after you swallow. Washed down with a medium Coke, the sugar rush is unmistakable. 58 grams of sugar in a single drink, pushing the total for the meal to 1,090 calories, 67 grams of sugar, and 44 grams of fat. Sodium clocks in at 1,190 milligrams, nearly half the recommended daily limit. Now compare that to a grilled chicken sandwich with a side salad and water. The numbers drop sharply, just 510 calories, 11 grams of sugar, and 9 grams of fat. Sodium falls too, but not by as much. The flavor is lighter, the aftertaste cleaner, and there is no urge to keep reaching for more. For anyone noticing the difference, the contrast is not just in the numbers. It is in how the combo feels, engineered to keep you coming back. A practical trick: order the grilled swap next time and see how your cravings respond. Full strategies on breaking the cycle are coming up, but even a simple swap can start to shift the habit. Every bite is more than taste. It's engineered experience, habit, and psychology at work. As billions choose convenience, these strategies shape cravings worldwide. Whether it's addiction or design, the real question is, who controls your next meal, you or the science behind the golden arches? Share your thoughts below.